Have you ever been around a woman and she is just like oozing beauty and grace and luxury and appeal, and there's something about her that you're drawn to, right? Like a magnet. I'm gonna let you in on what her secret is, and it's called confidence. And you're in love because right now I'm gonna teach you how to be a confident woman. And there's basically two ways to go about it. We can either go from the outside in or the inside out. I am an inside out kind of gal because that's my jam, but I'm gonna tell you the first one, outside in. So this is where, if you're looking to build your confidence, you can select pieces, clothing, hair, makeup, jewelry, shoes. These are things outside of you to ignite inner confidence. This is possible. It is not my preferred method. I think the other way is much more real and sustainable, but it does work for some people. So if you can find clothing, if you can use your hair, you can use a certain style of makeup, you can dress a certain way, and these things have the potential to ignite within you a feeling of self-assurance, a feeling really of worthiness, of goodness, right? That's what a woman who we see that we're attracted to, that magnetic pull, right? She's just got something we want. We want to be around her. She's extraordinary. And what she has is confidence. So you can do that externally by the clothes, the shoes, the hair, the makeup. But the rest of this video, we are gonna talk about the other way, which is from the inside out, which is, like I said, my preferred way of doing it. I think it's more sustainable, it's more life-changing than if you just bought a really expensive pair of shoes or if you did your hair. Those things can be a bit superficial, whereas if you actually commit and do the inner work to what it takes to be a confident woman, that will carry you into this lifetime and many next, right? Your shoes are not gonna do that for you. So I just wanted to touch that real quick before we get into the good stuff. You can approach it that way. You can dress a certain way, you can get yourself done in a certain way. That can ignite a feeling of goodness, but it's not long lasting, because what happens when the hair changes, or the skin changes, or the shoes break, or the outfit, falls apart? What do you have then? If your confidence was kind of built up or connected to those things and something happens to those things, then your confidence isn't true confidence, right? It's dependent upon those outside elements. What I'm gonna teach you right now, how to be a really, truly confident woman, is all about from the inside out. So you may be that woman that dresses that way, but it's from a very different place of being that you would purchase those items or that you would do your hair in a certain way. It's from this place of just utter love and feeling good about who you are. That's very different, but I wanted to share that. Let's go over the definition of confidence. So confidence is the feeling or belief that I can rely on someone or something, firm trust. And then if you also look at confident, it means self-assured. So what I took from that is self-assured, meaning relying on the self, and that's connected to firm trust. So I interpret confidence as a form of self-trust. Can I trust myself? That's kind of a wildly different way to look at confidence, right? What we think about when we see people in the world is like they look good, they feel good, they like who they are. But if we go a little bit deeper and we look at they trust themselves, they're sure of themselves, that's at the root of confidence. And I wonder if you've ever have explored confidence that way. So we're gonna get into that a little bit today. So really, if you're looking to be a confident woman, how can you build up and strengthen your trust in yourself? It's a really interesting perspective, right? Because that's what that magnetism, when we see these women that are just, I don't even know how to describe it in words, right? You just are in awe of them. And it isn't any of this like competition or jealousy. It is just this pure, like, you're sensing, like they pull you into their aura. You can just want to be around them because they're just oozing this like goodness, and they don't need anything from you, right? Because they're self-assured. They're sure of who they are and they trust themselves. So if we go back to trust, let me ask you, do you trust yourself? Do you trust who you are? Do you support yourself? This is a little tricky. Can you trust you? Can yourself rely on you to show up when you need something, to feed yourself when you need something, to listen when you need something, to do something, not do something? Can you trust yourself? That is where the birth of confidence happens. I trust myself to make the right choices for myself, and if they didn't turn out to be right, at least I learned, I gained wisdom, I gained experience. It wasn't a lost experience for me. I actually learned something from it. I grew. So nothing is ever wrong. I am always constantly learning, but what's at the baseline of all my decisions, and this takes practice, it's not an overnight thing. I trust who I am. I trust what I say, I trust what I do, I trust how I act, I trust how I be. And at any point, if I need to look at that and maybe like rearrange, or maybe I didn't act the way I wanted to, I can always self-adjust. I can always self-correct. That's part of evolution. So the trusting is not about, just being perfect, but it's innately believing and trusting in who I am as a being, as a person. And that is the root of confidence. So if you're looking really to be a confident woman, you can approach it the first way I explained in the beginning. Again, a very superficial approach. It can work, just not long lasting. This that I'm talking about, building self-trust, is how you can become and deepen into a beautiful, confident woman who is just sure of herself. So things that you can do to help build trust. First is, how do you talk to yourself? Think about trust in any kind of relationship. If you got like parent, child, or friend, or partner, or lover, how do they know they can trust you? And what are those behaviors? What are the things you say? And how do you act with yourself? Are you someone who's trustworthy from your self's position? Do you take care of yourself? Do you listen? Are you faithful? Are you respectful? Are you honorable to your needs, to your wants? When you make a choice, let's say you say something to somebody, and do you question it? Do you berate yourself? Do you look in the mirror and look at yourself and totally trash yourself, or how your body looks, or what you ate that day, or what you said to somebody? These are all the opposite, the very opposite of building trust. So if that is how you were living every day, you're not a match for confidence. So the only way you're gonna really become a confident woman is to build trust in yourself. And if you just look at any relationship, because you are in relationship with yourself, with your body, with your heart, with your spirit, you are in a relationship with yourself. Any way you put it, you, relationship. What can you do now to build trust with yourself and start doing those things? I can tell you right now, it's no negative self-talk. If somebody talked to you the way that you talk to you, they probably wouldn't be your friend anymore. So stop questioning your choices. Start really getting behind yourself. A self-assured woman, a confident woman, is not second-guessing who she is, what she does, what she says. She knows who she is, her value. She's assured in herself. And it doesn't mean we can't change, and it doesn't mean we can't learn, but there's a knowing that I can trust innately who I am. And that's the root of confidence, really. So, no negative self-talk, no doubting yourself. If you want to evaluate and see, can I change this around? Great. But no questioning, no second guessing. Make a choice and stand by yourself. If you have an argument, this actually happened to me yesterday. I said something to somebody, I was in my power, and she got a little and I start to question, right? Should I have said it differently? Should I go apologize to her? No, I didn't do anything wrong, because she got in a little, her attitude shifted because of what I did. I started to question myself, and boy, did I cut that shit out quick. Because that is the opposite of confidence. If I'm questioning how I handled a situation, I am not confident about how I handled the situation. And then I'm telling myself, I don't trust you, because that's how you handled it. It didn't work out great, and I don't trust you. Do you see the connection? A trust and confidence. So whatever you can do to build your trust in yourself, in your choices, in your food choices. If you eat something, get behind it. Learn from it, right? Did I feel good? Did I not feel good? Did I eat too much? Did I eat too less? Learn from the experience, but don't doubt yourself or the decision that you made. Those are the two really, really big ones for women. Stop second guessing, stop doubting, stop, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, unless you actually legit did something worth an apology. And no negative self-talk. These are all the exact opposite of building trust, which essentially is confidence. So if you're looking to be a confident woman, it's really about building trust with yourself. And it's these small daily habits that affect our trust in ourselves. I hope this helps you on your healing self-love journey. You can catch me at the website amityrose.co, and the podcast is now live, and I will see you next week.